For more, we're joined by ABC News foreign correspondent Jordana Miller. Jordana, tell us more about this controversial eviction case.
Well, Claire, this is a legal battle that's been going on for some time between private Jews and the owners, or I should say the tenants of two different buildings in East Jerusalem in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood. Now, these Jews are claiming that these two buildings with about 120 people in them originally belonged to Jews back before the establishment of the State of Israel, before 1948. They have been proving that in court, and they have won these eviction orders. Now, here's the problem and why it's so controversial. These Jews that are, again, this is not something the state is doing. These are private people. Under a law, they are allowed to try to claim land or property that was lost and reclaim it from before the 1948 deadline, before the State of Israel. But there's no commensurate law for Palestinians. And so essentially, these families feel they're getting evicted and they don't have the same rights to claim against Israelis for homes they say were taken or abandoned during the very long conflict between Israelis and Palestinians. This is a decision, the ruling was going to the Supreme Court, which was expected tomorrow to rule on the appeal of the families. But given all the tension and all the violence and the clashes, that decision by the Supreme Court has wisely been put off for at least 30 days.
Now, following those violent clashes that you just mentioned, how is the situation in Jerusalem looking now?
It's very tense here in Jerusalem. I can tell you there are a lot more police and a lot more security forces on the ground, especially in East Jerusalem, where all those clashes played out. This morning, more clashes. The number of injured now over 100 just from last night and this morning. And what is really concerning for the Israelis is what will happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is Jerusalem Day, a day that Israelis celebrate the capture of East Jerusalem from Jordan during the Six-Day War back in 1967. And it includes a parade that often goes through the Old City and through the Arab parts of the Old City by often right-wing nationalists. There are many lawmakers urging that that parade be canceled given the tensions, but so far it is still going forward. So we do expect more clashes and protests tonight as well as tomorrow. And the Israeli army is also boosting their forces in the West Bank and Gaza because we already see signs that the violence is spreading there to the northern West Bank and to the Gaza border area, where there were hundreds of protesters last night and a little bit of rocket fire.
Thank you for that update, Jordana Miller, ABC News foreign correspondent, reporting live for us from Jerusalem.